Differences you and Carly have can be worked out. I mean, Jocelyn, she was very sick. She's been in the hospital for weeks. She needs to go home to familiar surroundings with her mother.
I know that would be very nice. But the reason Jocelyn isn't safe with Carly is because of people like you. And for God's sakes, Jason, you gave up your son for that very reason.
Hi. Hello. How are you, honey?
Good, thank you.
All right, so the new PJs are from me, and the popcorn. The fashion rag is from Guess Who, and Charlotte Bronte is from...
Molly.
Yes, Molly.
Yes, Molly. Thanks to her, I'm going to be pretty well read.
That's a good thing.
You know, I was thinking about getting one of those ebook thingies because I'm on surveillance all the time, and it'd be a lot easier than lugging around books. Then, on the other hand, if I had something to read all the time, I'd probably get so distracted I would miss my target.
Decisions.
Yeah, you can say that again.
How you feeling?
A little tired, but I feel good. I'm not in pain or anything.
Good. So, did they tell you if the surgery was a success or not?
Kelly is guardedly optimistic, whatever that means.
Okay. Are you optimistic?
I'm kind of all over the place. I don't know. I mean, when I think about having a baby with Jason, it's what I want more than anything in the world. And then I'm not so sure.
I get it. I mean, it's a very natural reaction. I mean, having a baby is a life-changing... You and I have missed a lot of time.
Yeah.
Some of it would have involved sharing confidences, among other things. I know I didn't give you a roadmap, or better yet, a frame of reference for good mothering, but I'm here for you now if you want. I mean, I can listen, I can tell you what I know, whatever that is.
It's a lot. And I would really like that. Thank you. It's just really strange because when I think about having a family with Jason, it's what I want, you know? And then I move from this dream world to reality, and I feel like I have to be honest with myself. I'm just not sure that I would be a very good mother.
You know, I don't use Jake's death to justify taking Jocelyn away.
Okay, regardless of how Jake died, you made the choice to keep him out of your life because you know how dangerous it is for children to be around you.
Okay, Carla's not in the business.
Well, she may as well be. And you and Sonny are a constant presence in her life. And her kids have already suffered because they were in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I'm not going to let that happen to Jocelyn.
If I learned anything by losing Jake, you can't live your life by hypotheticals. And you know what? The fact is, no matter how you feel about the people around Carly, she's still Jocelyn's mother. You chose to have a baby with her. You can't take Jocelyn away because you don't like Carly's friends.
It must be nice to have a short memory. I remember how upset you were when Michael got shot. How you blamed yourself. That his injury was a direct result of your criminality.
No one has plans to expose Jocelyn to any kind of danger.
What were your plans for Michael when he was Jocelyn's age? I bet they didn't include any of the things that he's been through. I mean, to this day, you've tried to stop him from making the bad choices that you made. And good luck with that. Because Michael following in Sonny's footsteps is yet another tragedy in the making.
Don't make Michael your excuse.
My point is that your pleas on Carly's behalf don't carry a lot of weight with me because of the choices that you've already made for Jake and for Michael. Something tells me that somewhere there inside you know that I'm right.
Maybe. But your solution is not going to work. And you know Carly wouldn't go for that. Neither can I.
It still amazes me when it comes to you and Sonny. You think I'd be used to it by now, but I'm still nearly astonished every time she chooses to ignore the danger that you present to her kids. So I think it's time I do what's best for my daughter.
Where was this moral outrage when you got married, when you decided to have a kid?
Take your breath, Jason, because Carly's argued this point 100 times already. That I accepted you and Sonny, that you were part of the danger package, and I'm only now going after her because she left me, and that's not true. I married Carly because I loved her too much to let you and Sonny be the deal breaker. Because fool that I am, I actually thought that she would make the right choice when it came to choosing between you and Sonny and the safety of our daughter, but Obviously, that's not true.
That's nice. But it's years too late to suddenly decide that Carly's a threat to her daughter.
You're the danger, Jason. It's people like you. I mean, the fact that you were even in my daughter's hospital room with your gun, that only proves my point.
Before I met Jason, I was pretty much on my own. I mean, I had Danny, and I had to support him. He was my priority, but I never stayed in one place too long. I didn't even have any possessions, so I could pick up and move whenever I wanted.
But people change.
I know. And when I let myself think about having a family with Jason, it seems right. But complicated. I mean, I know how much of a gift giving him a child would be, especially now.
You can't give Jason a replacement.
Yeah,
for Jake.
I know that. But I can give him another child.
What do you want?
I don't know. I mean, who am I to think that I can be responsible for another human being?
I think you'd be a great mom.
You were so young when you had me. It must have been overwhelming.
It was the most devastating thing that ever happened to me, having to give you up. It was so devastating that I swore I wasn't ever going to have a kid again.
Famous last words.
I was so terrified when I had Christina, mostly because Sonny was her father, but I didn't know if I would be equipped. I didn't know how that would fit into my life.
You don't seem to have any regrets.
Not one. I can't imagine my life without you girls. You're my life. That's my truth. And you need to figure out what's true for you. And it's not about what Jason wants, and it's not about what you think you're supposed to want. You need to really, really think about what you want, Sam.
Jaco P.I.'s book.
I am, and it's very entertaining.
I'm touched and gratified. I've been eagerly awaiting your response to my literary endeavor.
Okay, well, I can see why you call it a novel. I think you and Diane have taken a lot of liberties. Of course, for example, the chapter that makes up the case, for those who prefer it uncomfortably warm. Yeah, here it is. I don't ever remember that happening.
Well, I mean, that's the lure of fiction, you know, the ability to embellish. You know, to improve on the sometimes mundane details of being a PI, but I trust you don't think it went too far.
No, not at all. In fact, I would buy it if you hadn't given it to me. Just don't show it to Jason.
Yeah, I'm relying on Stone Cold's vow to never read a word of it, to just keep him blissfully ignorant. Oh, I got you a gift.
A gift?
I see it's not an original idea.
Oh, well, I'm sure your gift is.
It's for you and Stone Cold. Collectively.
Collectively. Oh, candle. Intimacy, sensuality, romance, and ecstasy.
Yeah. They're mood-enhancing candles. You know, I figured since you and Stone Cold would soon be embarking down a romantic journey that might produce a child, you know, I mean, not to suggest that you would need mood enhancing.
No,
I'm sure
of course
everything
not.
worked.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'll stop there.
No, it's very sweet. Thank you very much, and I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Okay. Oh, who got you the other gift?
Oh, my mom and my sisters. They love making me care packages. My mom dropped it off. We actually talked, and I think it helped. It was nice.
Before you decide to go after Carly as an unfit mother, why don't we take a look at your family? Your brother, Jerry? He's not a psycho, is he? Every time he needs help, who does he go to? He goes to you. He was terrorizing Carly in your own living room.
I did nothing to help Jerry.
Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. It's always look questionable. That's all it has to do in court. You know, why does it even have to be like this? You and Carly know how to communicate, find something you can agree on.
You know, I really wish that we could. But I think it's going to come down to the court's decision. Look, Jason, Jocelyn's being released today, and I'm taking her home.
No, you're not.
Do I need to call security?
You two need to take a step back.
I mean, I was an adult when I found out Alexis was my mother, and we didn't like each other very much. She thought it was... Well, I'll save that. Well, she didn't really think much about me, and I thought she was overbearing and pompous. And it just amazes me how time goes on, how much can change, because we are actually really very close now.
The bond of blood is a strong one.
We were so different, you know. Alexis was this Yale-educated attorney, and I was a con artist. But we did have one thing in common. We were both women who valued our independence. Neither of us saw kids in our future, and that was okay. There was nothing wrong with that. You know, Spinelli, I always just thought about myself until I got pregnant, and that's what really changed everything. Losing my daughter nearly killed me.
I can only imagine.
But I got through it, you know? And I had decided that, yeah, I wanted to have a child with Jason. And then I got shot. I couldn't. It was no longer an option.
But now the universe has shifted, and you might be able to achieve your most cherished dream.
It's just all so overwhelming.
I'm trying to read between the lines, and I fear I'm not very good at it. Are you now saying that you no longer wish to have a child?
I'm saying I'm not sure.
Dr. O'Leary.
You can't possibly be okay with Jax taking Jocelyn away from her mother.
You know I'm representing him. I can't have this
Yeah, but there's nothing fair about
conversation with you.
insisting Jocelyn live in a hotel room instead of at home.
It's not your call. All right, let's let the legal system sort this out. In the meantime, there's a beautiful little girl in there that deserves some sunshine and a walk
Yeah,
in
but
the
Carly's
park.
gonna be back
Carly's
soon.
not here, okay? She thought it was more important to run off with Sonny than pick up her daughter. So why should Jocelyn suffer from
This
that?
conversation is ridiculous, all right? You have no standing here. Jocelyn's been released. Her mother's not here. Her father is. Will you please step aside and let him take her to the park?
Environmental Services. Call 3714.
Thank you.
No doubt that you would make a bodacious and delightfully unconventional mother. I respect that. You know, bringing a child into this world is a monumental decision. So I apologize if my enthusiasm at the thought of a wee Stone Cold Fair Samantha combo platter made me overzealous.
We're good friends, Spinelli. I do appreciate your support.
You'll always have it, regardless of your decision. Come. Yes, Stone Cold?
He's taking Jocelyn to the Metro Court. He's gonna fight Carly for custody, so I want you to find something that I can use against him, because if he wants a fight, I'm gonna give him one.
3827. Dr. Karen Henry. Call 3827.
Nurse! Nurse!
Hey,
Where the hell's Jocelyn?
Jax took her to the hotel.
Okay.
Wait, Carly, wait.
I'm not waiting, okay? Jax took my daughter, and I'm gonna
I'm
bring
just
her...
saying that I'm with you on this. You gotta fight Jax his way if you want to win. I spoke to Diane. She's gonna petition for an order of shared custody.
All I want is shared custody, but it's her first night home from the hospital. She needs to be with me.
I understand that. I'm just saying. Do not get in his face. Do not yell and scream. Don't give him one more
I
thing to
don't
use
give a
against
damn
you.
about legal strategy here. My daughter just had an operation. She needs to be with her mother. I'm gonna get her.
Carly, Carly, Hey, anything?
Preliminary search has revealed nothing nefarious that the Valkyrie could use against Jax.
Okay, dig deeper and don't leave Jerry out of it.
Is Stone Cold suggesting fabricating a link between Jax and the Demented One? Because if such a link existed, that could have dire custodial
Just
consequences.
figure out how to do it just in case.
I think I will employ the superior technological capabilities of my work computer for this one.
So, Jax takes Jocelyn out of the hospital without Carly knowing. Carly shows up. Jax tells me that he's going to fight her for custody and that he thinks that Jocelyn is safer and better off with him. Carly's on a rampage.